All right. Hey, y'all. Let me get connected here. Just a minute, y'all. Let me make sure that my camera is working. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you all for continuing to support channel. All right. Hey, y'all. I was trying to connect it to an external camera, but we may just have to go like this. Okay. Can you all hear me and see me clearly? Let me just see the screen here. Please let me know that you can hear me and see me clearly. Let me make sure everything is coming through good. I'm gonna have to be sorry about that, y'all. That was another video of mine that I had planned. Let me see. I'm gonna have to kind of go fast because there is a storm coming. Okay, but I do have some very important news that I want to share with you all. Let me share and let you all know that I am live. Okay, how was your Friday? Everybody had a good Friday? Had a good day, busy day. All right, so good evening, y'all. Good evening. Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV here, back to bring you more news and commentary you can use. I hope that you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. Y'all, I have been saying this for days now because it's true, right? It is extremely hot. Okay, so much so that I want to let you all know. Put on some lipstick here. I want to let you all know that all across the United States, okay, different cities, different areas, they're now declaring heat emergencies. Okay, so I'm going to explain what that means, what that means, and some solutions for you. Okay, solutions. What you can do to prepare and help you and your family and your loved ones. Okay, let's talk about it, y'all. Heat health emergencies. Okay, heat health emergencies. I hope you all can hear me. Heat health emergencies. Nearly half the United States, y'all, nearly half the United States is at risk as a dangerous heat wave expands and intensifies in the Northeast. Okay, so I'm in the South. I told you all I'm from Georgia. Maybe some of you all are in the Northeast. I was recently in the Northeast. Okay, if you all have been following the channel, you have been seeing I've been posting my videos of where, my travel and my time up north. And so even while I was there, it was extremely hot. It was very hot there. And it is getting even hotter. Okay. So I want to come on and talk about that. I'm going to also talk about, some, ways to kind of look out for things like heat exhaustion, heat stroke. I hope that none of those things happen. I hope that you experience none of those things, but I just want to kind of read some information for you that I received from the CDC. They have it posted on their website, kind of some signs and things to look out for. so that you can have some possible solutions, to help you in this time. Okay, to help all of us. Right? It's hotter than usual. Okay, y'all, I gotta hurry up because again, like I said, there's some weather moving through my area soon. Heat. The article says my sources say the heat is intensifying for millions of people in the Northeast and Mid Atlantic Thursday, creating, and I quote, a heat health emergency as nearly half of the country, y'all, bakes in dangerously high temperatures. Okay. The article I'm reading says that around 150 million people from coast to coast, that's from the East Coast, West Coast, North, and South, where I am in the South, are under heat alerts. Okay. Thursday, which was yesterday, after extreme heat expanded into the highly populated I-95 corridor, bringing the hottest temperatures of the year there. Okay. The heat also won't let up in the South and the Southwest, where heat-related losses of life are climbing. Emergency rooms are filling with heat-related burn victims. I also wanted to make you aware of that. They're saying that because of all of the high temperatures, the increase in temperatures, that emergency rooms are starting to, fill up with patients that are coming in with some type of heat-related injury. And they're saying even animals, y'all, even animals are falling victim to heat illness. So if you have a pet, whether you keep your pet inside or outside, you want to take some precautions to protect your furry friend, as they call them. Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Listen, heat emergencies are here. You need to know what's going on. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know that you're tuned in. This is important for all of us to know, right? Okay. Heat indexes. Heat indexes is a measure of what the temperature feels like when accounting for relative humidity, okay, are expected to top 100 degrees Fahrenheit, triple digits, y'all, across many areas in the Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast through Friday, okay? These kinds of temperatures, the article says, can be deadly. Heat kills more people, the article says, in an average year than hurricanes and tornadoes combined, okay? So both Boston and Philadelphia, okay, those were two cities that I saw, Boston and Philadelphia, at the time of this broadcast, have declared heat emergencies. Okay, listen again, y'all. These kind of triple digit temperatures, right, can be deadly. Heat kills more people in an average year than hurricanes, it says, and tornadoes combined. Y'all, while I'm sitting here, because I know we're about to have some severe weather in my area, let me charge my solar generator. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for the thumbs up. That always lets me know that you can hear me and see me. And also it lets me know that you're enjoying the content of the channel. So I appreciate your support, okay? All right, y'all. So it may sound just a little louder than normal. I guess I could cut this fan off. But if you hear a sound, I'm also charging up my solar generator in the event that the power goes out, okay? You all let me know, is that too much? Is it too loud now? I have my solar generator right beside me. All right, y'all. So again, Boston. Okay, we're talking about heat emergencies. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. Thank you for getting this information to help you and your family. Okay, that is the goal of the channel. So much going on, so much news. It's like, okay, they told us this, they told us that, they said this today. Now they're talking about something else. They said something different yesterday. What do we really need to know? Okay, right now, one of the most important things that you need to know about is heat emergencies. Okay, the cities of Boston and Philadelphia have declared heat emergencies. Hey, say hello in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Okay, I'm going to say hello. And I just appreciate your support. Okay, I said hello in the chat. All right, listen, these kinds of temperatures can be deadly. Okay, I need you to understand this because I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to take care of your family, right? I don't have to know you to wish well for you, right? Listen, heat, it says, kills more people in an average year than hurricanes and tornadoes combined. So both Boston and Philadelphia, it says, have declared heat emergencies, opening cooling centers, right? Cooling centers, and they're warning residents to check on the elderly and others most vulnerable to heat illnesses. Okay, elderly, you all have heard me speak of the homeless. These are people who could be most vulnerable, most susceptible to heat-related illness, right? Mayor Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, said on said on Twitter on Thursday, he warned, let's be clear, heat can kill. This is dangerous. Take precautions. Okay. As I shared with you all, I was recently in New York City. It was hot there. Of course, it's a lot of pavement. It was hot, but like I said, they're anticipating it to get even hotter. So much so, I connected with several organizations while I was there, and I'm getting messages that their outside events they had to cancel due to the extreme heat. So it's a very serious situation there, and seems like they're taking precautions and steps to prevent people from falling ill, getting sick. Okay, which is a good thing that they're taking those steps. Okay, I'm sure they don't want people, they themselves don't want to be sitting out in the extreme heat. Okay. Speaking of New York, the article says New York has also opened cooling centers. There's nearly 9 million residents. 9 million residents. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. New York has also opened cooling centers as nearly 9 million residents across the nation's largest city are under an excessive heat warning through 9 p.m. on Friday. Hold on, y'all. You okay? Okay. Temperatures, the article says, in the mid 90s. Okay, here in Georgia where I am, it's in the mid 90s. As a matter of fact, I checked the temperature. My car tells me the temperature. It was like 92 degrees, I believe. Very hot, y'all. Okay, so mid 90s. Temperatures in the mid 90s combined with high dew points will drive up the heat index, is saying, and make it feel as hot as 105 degrees. That's triple digits, y'all. That's triple digits. Okay. Those temperatures will feel even hotter for millions of New Yorkers in intense urban heat island hotspots. Okay. The temperatures are also testing infrastructure. Now, listen to this, y'all. Okay. PJM Interconnection, which is the nation's largest power grid system, has declared an emergency alert. Okay. You all know just from watching the channel, or those who are new to the channel, welcome. And thank you all for your continued support. You all know that I have been sharing news with you, giving warnings, saying, hey, they're talking about the power companies are talking about the temperatures climbing. They at one time, I don't know about in your area, but in my area, they were asking people to conserve power. In some places, they were even limiting the amount of water you can use during different times of the day, things like that. I've covered that here on the channel. And, rolling blackouts are still very possible. So all of this, people using, people who are, in some cases, let me also add this, they have even asked people to just stay inside because it was so hot. So if people are inside, they're running their air conditioner. They may be running their fan. Okay, I have a fan right here beside me. Okay, I have a fan that I was running earlier. Okay, and I actually had it running. I had it connected to my solar power generator. Okay, so in the event, let's say the power does go out, I'm able to plug it right into my solar generator, and we'll have a way to cool ourselves. Okay, so you got to think about different strategies. You got to have different solutions. So power companies. So what I want to also let you know is that power companies are also declaring alerts. Okay. They could also very well say, hey, this is putting a strain on the power grid. So again, here's where knowing what's happening in your local community can come in handy, because let's say, for example, if your power company is issuing some type of alert or warning, you need to know about it. These are things that you need to know about. Okay. Thank you all so much for the thumbs up. I pray, y'all, I pray and hope that the information that I'm sharing is helpful. Okay. Please let me know if you find this information helpful or not in the chat. Okay. I believe it's helpful, but hey, this is just me talking. Okay. Listen, y'all, heat emergencies are here. Okay. Please let me know in the chat. Okay. This is an interactive channel. I don't want to just talk to myself. I'm talking to you. Let me know. Is it hot in your area? Okay. Let me know, how is the temperature in your particular area? Okay. I want to know, is it hot? I tell y'all, it feels extremely hot. So much so I haven't really been working in my garden like I, normally do now. Right outside right now, I hear it thundering. It's supposed to rain in my area, which is good. I'm going to catch rainwater. My garden will get some water, much needed rain. Right. So, that's a good thing. At least maybe, I don't know for how long, it will at least get some relief from the high temperatures. Okay, so keep this in mind. Okay, if you have to write it down, make a mental note. Power companies, okay, power companies are also declaring emergency alerts. Okay, check with your local power company, your utility supplier. Find out if they're issuing some type of warning or making some type of request, whether or not they're asking people to cut back on energy. Also, like I told you all in one of my previous lives, possibly anticipate that your energy bill, that your power bill could be even higher. Okay, I got to speed up, y'all, because I'm starting to hear more thunder. Okay. PJM coordinates electricity for more than 65 million people in all parts of Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C., according to its website. Okay, so they service 65 million people. So right there, you have 65 million people who are under, due to the extreme temperatures and being a part of the nation's largest power grid system. They are also under an emergency alert. Okay, so I'm going to read the states again. Many of these states I just recently traveled through, by the way. If you're in the states of Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C., you are under an emergency alert, okay, the power grid. High heat has also disrupted work on some major U.S. oil refineries, okay? Oil refineries are one of several factors driving higher gas prices, okay? So listen, y'all, let's go ahead and say this, right? Not only should we potentially anticipate our electric bills being more expensive, but again, because of what they're saying is extreme heat and having an effect on the major U.S. oil refineries, anticipate higher gas prices. Okay, are you all seeing higher gas prices? Now, I went to the gas station just recently. It did, in fact, seem like gas was higher. Okay, let me hurry up, y'all. In Washington, D.C., just kind of go over some notes here. The nation's capital is under an excessive heat watch as temperatures are expected to challenge or climb to over 100 degrees. They will feel much hotter. Let's see what else. Baltimore, Maryland has activated the season's first code red extreme heat alert through Saturday, according to the city's news release. The declaration signals the city's plans to open several cooling centers as temperatures in the region could feel higher than 100 degrees. Okay. Connecticut, the governor of Connecticut has activated the state's extreme hot weather protocol, which is in effect through the weekend, involves cooling centers across the state. Okay. Missouri, they're anticipating temperatures of 100 degrees or higher. And Minnesota, the Twin Cities are under an excessive heat warning, which was yesterday's. The heat indices are expected to hit 105 degrees, is saying. Indiana, the capital city of Indianapolis, will see temperatures as high as 100 degrees on Friday. Phoenix says is the epicenter of the persistent heat wave, is forecast to top 110 degrees. Okay, please be careful if you're in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Texas has seen triple-digit highs, and they're expected across the state, including in Dallas, San Antonio, Amarillo, and El Paso. Okay, please be careful in those areas. Okay, they also talk about possible severe storms that threaten the Northeast area. Let's see, the White House. Okay, one thing that I want to share with you all, President Biden has a plan. Okay, he has acknowledged that it is very hot. Okay, and he has a plan of action. So I do want to speak about that just very briefly. And I'll also post a link in the our community tab so you can read it. Okay. President Biden announces new actions to protect workers and communities from extreme heat. Okay, I want to let you know about this. Millions of Americans. This information comes from whitehouse.gov. You all have heard me refer to this source several times before. Hold on, y'all. You okay? Huh? Okay. All right. Millions of Americans. So this source is whitehouse.gov briefing room. This is a statement. Okay, statement. So the article says, or the statement says, millions of Americans are currently experiencing the effects of extreme heat, which is growing in intensity. Listen to what they're saying, y'all. Let me start over. Millions of Americans, okay, millions of Americans are currently experiencing the effects of extreme heat, which is growing in intensity, frequency, and duration due to the climate crisis. Okay, now let me ask you all this question. I even asked this question on the channel, on the community tab in a poll. And one of the articles that I referenced came from The Guardian. And it said that this particular article said that human caused global heating was contributing to these heat waves that we're experiencing. Do y'all believe that? Do you believe it's totally our fault? Or do you think it's something else? Okay. I still have questions about, this whole wildfire smoke and why does it appear to be a haze in the atmosphere? And, why does the sun look? Could all of this somehow be tied in together? You all let me know. Okay. So the White House has a plan. Okay. A solution, right? Listen, today, President Biden will convene Mayor Kate Gallego of Phoenix, Arizona, and Mayor Ron Nirenberg of San Antonio, Texas, to hear from them directly about how their communities are being impacted by extreme heat and to discuss the steps the Biden-Harris administration is taking to protect communities like theirs. Okay. The president will also announce new measures to protect workers and communities across the country from the impacts of extreme heat. All right, listen to this, y'all. President Biden, one thing he has done, and I'll let you all go and read about this more in detail. President Biden has asked the Department of Labor, or DOL, to issue the first ever hazard alert for heat. And the Department of Labor will also ramp up enforcement to protect workers from extreme heat. Okay. For years, the statement says heat has been the number one cause of weather-related deaths in America. And workers, including farm workers, farmers, firefighters, and construction workers, are disproportionately impacted by extreme heat. Okay. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I pray you all are doing well and that your families are doing well. Okay. Since 2011, the article says, or the statement says, more than 400 workers have lost their life due to environmental heat exposure, and thousands more are hospitalized every year. This first ever hazard alert will reaffirm that workers have heat-related protections under federal law. Okay, as part of the alert, the Department of Labor will provide information on what employers can and should do and should. I'm sorry, let me read that again. As part of the alert, okay, first ever hazard alert, it will reaffirm that workers have heat-related protections under federal law. And as a part of the alert, the DOL, or Department of Labor, will provide information on what employers can and should be doing now to protect their workers, help ensure employees are aware of their rights, including protections against retaliation, and highlight the steps the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, is currently taking to protect workers. Okay. I'm going to turn this fan on just a little bit. Okay. I got to hurry out because I hear it thundering. Additionally, the Department of Labor will ramp up enforcement of heat-related safety violations, increasing inspections in high-risk industries like construction and agriculture, while OSHA continues to develop a national standard for workplace heat safety rules. Okay. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or the NOAA, is investing up to $7 million from President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act to improve our nation's weather forecasts. Okay. Also, it says the Department of Interior is investing $152 million from President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law to expand water storage and enhance climate resilience in California, Colorado, and Washington. Those are some of the things, y'all. So rather than read the entire statement, what I'll do is I'll post a link to it on the community tab. Okay. So in conclusion, the last thing I want to share are some signs to look out for in the event of like heat stroke, heat exhaustion, things like that. So I just want to share a couple of pointers with you. This comes from the CDC. I'll also link it on our community tab. It says warning signs and symptoms, heat related. Sorry about that, y'all. I dropped my phone. Heat related illnesses are preventable. Learn the symptoms and what to do if you or a loved one shows signs of having heat related illness. Okay, so again, this information comes from the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And I'll also link this on the community tab. So not only do I want to make you aware of what's going on so that you can, make a plan to protect yourself, your family, your loved one, but I also want to offer you some solutions. Okay. Let me know if you appreciate that. All right. Heat related illnesses. Okay. What to look for. So let's talk about heat stroke. Okay. According to the CDC, okay, now again, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just reading this information. This is for educational, informational purposes. Okay, please do your research. Again, this information comes from the CDC. Okay, so this is according to the CDC. Heat related illnesses. Okay, what to look for: heat stroke, high body temperature. It says of 103 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, hot, red, dry, or damp skin, fast, strong pulse, headache, dizziness, nausea, confusion, losing consciousness. And it says, for example, passing out. Okay. What to do? You want to call 911 right away. Heat stroke is a medical emergency. Move the person to a cooler place. Help lower the person's temperature with cool cloths or a cool bath. And do not give the person anything to drink. Okay. Again, what to look for and what to do in the event of heat stroke. Okay. The next heat related illness that the CDC wants to make us aware of is heat exhaustion. What to look for with heat exhaustion? You want to look for heavy sweating, cold, pale, and clammy skin, fast or weak pulse, nausea or vomiting, muscle cramps, tiredness or weakness, dizziness, headache, fainting, or passing out. Okay. What to do in the event of heat exhaustion? You want to move to a cool place, loosen your clothes, put cool, wet cloths on your body or take a cool bath. Sip water, okay? Get medical help right away if you are throwing up, your symptoms get worse, your symptoms last longer than 1 hour, okay? Again, I just read to you, according to the CDC, heat related illness, what to look for and what to do in the event of heat exhaustion. Okay. Heat cramps, what to look for in heat cramps: heavy sweating during intense exercise, muscle pain or spasms. What to do in the event of heat cramps: stop physical activity and move to a cool place. Drink water or a sports drink. Wait for cramps to go away before you do any more physical activity. And get medical help right away if cramps last longer than 1 hour, you're on a low sodium diet, or you have heart problems. Okay, again, I just read what to the heat related illness, heat cramps, what to look out for, and what to do. All right. The next heat related illness that the CDC gives us information about is sunburn. What to look for: you want to look for painful, red, and warm skin, blisters on the skin. What to do in the event of sunburn: stay out of the sun until your sunburn heals. This is according to the CDC, y'all. Put cool cloths on sunburn areas or take a cool bath. Put moisturizing lotion put moisturizing lotion on sunburn areas, and do not break blisters. Okay, don't be tempted to break it or pick at it or anything like that. Okay. Heat related illness, sunburn, what to look for, what to do. Okay, please let me know if you all have any questions in the chat. I'll try to research this. Again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just reading specifically what the CDC has stated about heat related illness on their website. Okay, they have a chart. So I'm just reading information from the chart. The final heat related illness that I'm reading information on, brought to us by the CDC: heat rash. Okay, you want to look for red clusters of small blisters that look like pimples on the skin. Excuse me. And then it says in parentheses, usually on the neck, chest, groin, or in elbow creases. Okay, I'll read that again. Heat related illness, heat rash. You want to look for red clusters of small blisters that look like pimples on the skin, usually on the neck, chest, groin, or in elbow creases. Okay. What to do in the event of heat rash? Stay in a cool place, stay in a cool, dry place, it says. Keep the rash dry and use powder to soothe the rash. Okay. All right. So now it says baby powder, but I'm going to have you do your research on that. I know it's been a lot of, information about baby powder that has caused some people to not want to use it. So again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not giving medical advice. Okay. I'm simply reading for educational, informational purposes, some public information that the CDC has made available. Okay. All right, y'all. So that's all I wanted to share about heat emergencies. Heat emergencies are here. I told you all in communities like Boston, Massachusetts, as well as Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Those are two major cities that have issued heat emergencies. There are others that have also done the same thing. More are coming, y'all. It's very unusual to me that all across the United States at the same time, right? All of the United States, or a large portion of the United States, is dealing with some type of extreme high temperatures, even in other parts of the world, whether it's due to wildfires or, whatever else it may be. I do want to remind everyone that it is the summertime, okay? It normally is hot. Now, is it normally this hot? To me, it feels different, but don't completely panic, because I don't want you to forget, hey, it is summertime and it is normally hot. Okay, so I just read some solutions to you all as far as what to look out for, what to do in the event of heat-related illnesses. I also want to advise you, again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do, right? You have to make your own decision. But it would be a good idea to stock up on water while it's available, while there are no limits. Have you an emergency supply of water. Of course, we need water every day to survive and cook with and to drink, bathe with, things like that. So those are some things that you can think about as well. Okay. Listen, y'all, I got to go now. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Friday evening to tune in. I appreciate your support. I want to say thank you to all of you for continuing to support the channel. Please make sure you like this video, share this video with your family members, friends, loved ones. I feel like this is something that is affecting us all, no matter what city, state, community we live in. I think we're all feeling some very, very high temperatures now. Okay, so not only am I giving you the information, but I'm also giving you some solutions as well. Okay, take care, y'all. Be blessed. I'll see you again in another video right here on the channel. Thank you so much for your support, and you all have a good night.